small sip. I fear your end is near, so say the spirits.
Children dress in costumes.
Jack-o'-lanterns come alive and sing this foolish tune.
Witches fly upon their brooms. Spirits rise from their tombs.
Creatures of the night will hunt for candy to consume.
Little kiddies, all beware of fearsome frights and sneaky scares.
Ghosts and goblins prowl about to catch you unaware.
Better find a good disguise to blend in if you're wise.
Go from door to door and you'll collect a sweet surprise.
Creepy, crawly, slime and goo. Werewolves howl and zombies drool. Something's waiting in the dark to jump out and yell boo. Monsters roaming everywhere. Tag along if you dare. You will have a night of frights and fun beyond compare. Once a year the full moon blooms. Children dress in costumes. Jack-o'-lanterns come alive and sing this foolish tune. Witches fly upon their brooms. Spirits rise from their tombs. Creatures of the night will hunt for candy to consume.
Little kiddies, all beware of fearsome frights and sneaky scares.
Ghosts and goblins prowl about to catch you unaware.
Better find a good disguise to blend in if you're wise.
Go from door to door and you'll collect a sweet surprise. Creepy, crawly, slime and goo. Werewolves howl and zombies drool. Something's waiting in the dark to jump out and yell boo. Monsters roaming everywhere. Tag along if you dare. You will have a night of frights and fun beyond compare. Look out, take care. Ghosts and goblins prowl about to catch you unaware. Don't run, don't scream.
They just want to wish you all a happy Halloween.
And when they're through, they'll leave you with a final boo. There. Is full and the sky is clear. The pumpkins rise up just once a year. From hollow ground we can be found.
The children like us big and round. Oh, Halloween, we love it so. It's time for us to grow, grow, grow. Oh, Halloween, we love it so. It's time for us to grow, grow, grow. Ooh, ah.
Give us eyes, a mouth, and a nose, but we can't move for a lack of toes. Atop our head we have a handle.
Lift it up and place the candle.
Off to your porch we now must go. It's time for us to glow, glow, glow. Off to your porch we now must go. It's time for us to glow, glow, glow. Ooh, ah. Our time is short, but we burn quite bright. We come alive in the dark of night. All Hallows Eve's our chance to greet the costume kids who trick and treat. When the candy's gone, we pumpkins know it's time for us to go, go, go. When the candy's gone, we pumpkins know it's time for us to go, go, go. 'Twas the night of Halloween, when all through the streets every creature was stirring in search of some sweets. The moon shone bright o'er the new fallen leaves, and shadows lurked about like mischievous thieves. When out on the lawn there arose eerie laughter, I sprang from my perch to see what it was after. And what to my hollowed-out eyes should appear but a group of small children with motives unclear. Tiny tots all dressed up as goblins and ghouls, carting sacks full of candy like sure-footed mules. They filled me with fear, this gruesome young gang, as they crept to my door, and in unison they sang, "Trick or treat, smell my feet, give us something good to eat. If you don't, we will delight in haunting your house this Halloween night." I spoke not a word, but just quickly obeyed, tossing handfuls of candy to this beastly brigade. Content with their spoils, they closed up their sacks, then turned from my door and quickly made tracks. But I heard them exclaim as they scattered from sight, "Happy Halloween to all, and to all a good fright." This is a tale of 3 children bold, on one Halloween night, stormy and cold. Too much candy from their neighbors they did take. It is known that their greed set their fate. All the village's treats they did amass, except one last house, whose gates no one would pass. To this spooky old mansion the craving children went. To the last of the town's candy they were fast on its scent. Along a path of shattered slate they cautiously walked, greeted by cawing ravens and a black cat that stalked. Clang, 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 the cauldron-shaped door knocker rang. Creak, 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 the giant oak doors slowly swang. Standing before them was the cutest child, almost their age. With a wink and a wave, he invited them into his magnificent Victorian cage. To his parlor they followed, where an enormous mound of sweet treats they did greet.
Where did you get all this candy?
The children dared to ask.
"I took it from the good townspeople. 'Twas quite a task. Here, why don't you have some?"
He offered, presenting a tattered old sack. Several pieces they took, smelled, and tasted, but moments later they began to gag and hack. The children cried,
It tastes like shoe leather and slugs mixed into a stale dough.
"I'm not surprised,"
the boy said,
as I stole it nearly a century ago or so.
The children's mouths agape, they did fear. What is this boy thing standing far, far too near? And for the first time he did smile, exposing teeth yellow, pointed, and vile.
"And with those bites, you now share my plight, to live in this mansion for eternal night."
The thick doors groaned loudly and slowly began to shut. The children raced for their freedom faster than any hunter's hungry mutt. What of their fate? Did they escape? No one knows, but have no fear. At least the town's candy is safe and shall never again disappear. Once a year the full moon glooms, children dress in costumes,
Jack-o'-lanterns come alive and sing this foolish tune.
witches fly upon their brooms, spirits rise from their tombs,
Creatures of the night will hunt for candy to consume.
little kitties all beware of fearsome frights and sneaky scares.
Ghosts and goblins prowl about to catch you unaware.
Better find a good disguise to blend in if you're wise.
Go from door to door and you'll collect a sweet surprise.
Creepy, crawly, slime and goo, werewolves howl and zombies drool. Something's waiting in the dark to jump out and yell boo! Monsters roaming everywhere, tag along if you dare. You will have a night of fright and fun beyond compare. Once a year the full moon blooms, children dress in costumes, jack-o'-lanterns come alive and sing this foolish tune. Witches fly upon their brooms, spirits rise from their tombs, creatures of the night will hunt for candy to consume.
Little kitties all beware of fearsome frights and sneaky scares.
Ghosts and goblins prowl about to catch you unaware.
Better find a good disguise to blend in if you're wise.
Go from door to door and you'll collect a sweet surprise. Creepy, crawly, sliding doom, werewolves howl and zombies drool. Something's waiting in the dark to jump out and yell boo! Monsters roaming everywhere, tag along if you dare. You will have a night of fright and fun beyond compare. Look out, take care. Ghosts and goblins prowl about to catch you unaware. Don't run, don't scream.
They just want to wish you all a happy Halloween.
And when they're through, they'll leave you with a final boo!